Representative Yoho put his finger in my face. He called me disgusting. He called me crazy. He called me out of my mind. He called me dangerous. Representative Yoho called me, and I quote, a f***ing bitch. And I am here because I have to show my parents that I am their daughter and that they did not raise me to accept abuse from men.
Although it is still relevant now, inequality in the workplace started as early as the Industrial Revolution. In the 18th century, women suffered harsh conditions in the factories and received unequal wages. The strike conducted by the female Pawtucket factory workers in 1824 created a major milestone as it marked the beginning of a fight for justice and equality for women in the workplace. During the Progressive Era in 1920, women found their voices through trade unions and strikes. Harriet Stanton Blatch, who worked with the Women's Trade Union League to campaign labor reforms for women, was an activist who pushed for making change and equality. She also founded the National Women's Party, which enrolled 20,000 working women. In the mid-1900s, women still continued to be treated unequally in the workplace, so they fought for equal wages, representation in the workplace, and paid maternity leave.
Joni Hirsch, and I'm a professor of law and economics at Vanderbilt University. There were actually only 3 occupations available to women. Until the 60s, they would be teachers, secretaries, or nurses. And it was entirely legal to fire women if they became pregnant.
In 1986, during Ronald Reagan's presidency, sexual harassment was made illegal. However, it is still common at work in modern time, as more than 7,500 sexual harassment claims have been traced to 2018. In 2009, the Obama administration launched the Council on Women and Girls, helping to promote gender equality. One of the council's main accomplishments was to reverse President Bush's harmful ruling in 2005 regarding Title IX, a law that protects people from sex discrimination in education programs. In 2010 to 2017, the Me Too movement caused a rise in court cases. People reported more sexual harassment cases after the Empowering Me Too march. NPR claims that in a woman's lifetime, 3 out of 4 women have been verbally harassed at least once, and 1 out of every 6 have been sexually assaulted. Even today, as more women are being hired at work, the right for equality persists.
It's about 60% of college students now are women. With women gaining more of the college degrees, why is it that they're not just simply dominating?
While some are afraid to speak out, it is important to acknowledge the victims of sexual harassment, which includes both men and women.
My name is Kayla Lugenhaus, but on social media I go by Kayla May. I'm a junior in college. I've experienced it more than once or twice. And I think the first time I went through it, I was like, okay, whatever, like this happens to everybody. That's what I kept hearing. Oh, that happened to me too, you're fine, like you'll get over it. And then the second time it was a little bit more serious.
A microaggression is a comment or action that often unintentionally expresses a biased attitude towards a member of a marginalized group. Many stay quiet about microaggressions, resulting in people normalizing them.
Vanessa Miu. I'm a real estate partner. My boss has left dirty dishes on my desk without asking me to wash them, just kind of, insinuating it was a job duty of mine. He never's done that, to any of the other men on our team.
My name is Shabayat Aliabadi, and I'm a surgeon. I would meet a patient and I would talk to them about surgery. We'd literally have like a 1-hour conversation. And as I'm getting up to leave, the patient would say, so when do I get to meet the surgeon? And they would assume like I'd been the nurse or the surgeon's assistant. And it's really sad because I've sort of gotten used to it over time.
Centuries of revision have made the workplace more inclusive for women, but there's still a long way to go.
Up until the late 90s, we saw a steady increase in women's employment and coming closer to parity with men's earnings, and then it stopped. And this is at a time that women outnumber men by far in college. So we have a situation where women are more educated. They also spend as much time in the workforce as men do. They hate that they're doing the same work but not getting recognition. Despite the progress in terms of credentials, we're losing ground in terms of catching up with earnings.
My name is Megan Farrell, and I was recently hired to be the Equity and Title IX Coordinator for Los Gatos, Saratoga. I have some good friends who only have sons. They make sure that those kids understand women are equal, and that's the way you have to treat them.
With the power of influential voices and activism, women will finally be recognized as equal and independent from their male counterparts. If you or anyone you know is struggling with sexual harassment and wants support, call the number above.